A couple weeks ago, I put up a video about my workout schedule, and I mentioned that now at 55, I feel stronger than ever. And you all asked so many questions about my workout schedule and wanting to see my exact routine, which I will show you, but every time I go down to the gym and film, there's a bunch of people there. So I might have to do it, really early in the morning or really late at night, but I promise I will get that video to you. And you all had so many questions, with the main question being, how at 55 do you feel stronger than ever? So today I am going to go over 5 things that I do every single day. Yes, every single day to stay fit and healthy at 55. And I'll tell you what, my plan is to keep getting stronger every single year. And yeah, it can be done. Don't let anyone tell you differently. But there are some things you have to take really seriously. Welcome to Boom 50 Fitness. My name's Regan, and this is your channel for all things health and fitness in your 50s and beyond. All right, so here we go. The 5 things that I do every single day to stay healthy and fit in my 50s and beyond. Okay, number 1 thing, we all do it, we all have to do it, but it's really, really important to prioritize sleep. Studies have shown that as we age, sleep is just as important, if not more important, than diet and exercise. The same study showed that lack of sleep can contribute to conditions such as cardiovascular disease, obesity, diabetes, and even depression. So like I said, we all do it, but do you prioritize your sleep? So let me tell you a few of the things that I do that have just been game changers for me when it comes to getting a good night's sleep. One of the things I do is I go to bed at the same time every night, and I wake up at the same time every morning. Don't even need to set an alarm clock anymore. I usually go to sleep around 10:30 and I wake up every morning at 7 o'clock. Give or take a half hour. So for me, the sweet spot is about 8 hours and 15 minutes to 8.5 hours. And it's going to be a little bit different for everybody. Something's going on down there. But on average, usually somewhere between 7 to 9 hours is what works best for people. You'll always run into those people who will say, oh, I can get by on 4 to 6 hours of sleep. Yeah, we could all get by, but do we want to just get by in life? I don't think so. And people will ask me, even on weekends? Yeah, even on weekends. I don't stay out crazy late anymore. And if I do go out and I stay out a little bit later than normal, I usually still wake up around the same time the next morning. And then I stay right on schedule and do my regular bedtime that night. The other thing I do is I turn off all devices by 7:30. My phone, my computer, my tablet, done at 7:30. And I might watch some TV at night, but I did just get some, oh, do you see Fiona? She's sleeping behind me. I just got some blue blockers for watching TV. Oh, they're a little dirty, but these are great. And they're just, they're not a prescription. These are by the company called Key. It's actually spelled Q-U-A-Y. I buy a bunch of their sunglasses. I buy their readers, but these are just plain old blue blockers. You could get a prescription for the blue blockers, or you just get clear ones, just like me. So I wear these at night if I'm watching TV. I also have an alert set on my watch, so at 9:30, it will tell me that it is close to bedtime. And that's actually when I turn off the TV and get in bed. Okay, I turned on my air conditioner because I was getting so hot and sweaty. But okay, so I've gotten in bed, and what I do, because I still have about an hour before I go to sleep, is I get out my day timer. Yes, I have an old-fashioned day timer. I like to write everything down, and I will just write out what I have to do the next day, whether it's see clients or film or edit, but I go pretty much hour by hour, and I put my workout in there and so that if I wake up in the night, I'm not thinking about what I have to do the next day because it's all written down. I've already gone over it. And then after that, after I do the calendar, I grab my journal and I write in a journal. No, it's not something I ever thought I would do, but I gave it a try and I ended up loving it. I just write down things that happened that day, anything that might be on my mind, get it on paper so that if I do wake up in the middle of the night, I'm not thinking about it. And I always I'll write down like just fun things that happened that day or something that I'm grateful for. And I don't know, I really think it helps you have a more restful night. And then I pick up a book and I read until I fall asleep. And right now I'm pretty much reading textbooks because I'm back in school for a master's in health sciences and nutrition, so that takes up most of my time when it comes to reading. In fact, it's been about a year since I've read something that I just wanted to read. Not that I don't want to read my textbooks, but I haven't picked up a novel in a long time. That day will come though. And one thing that has really been a game changer for me is I am on hormone replacement therapy, HRT. And so the one hormone that I take at night that really has improved my sleep is progesterone. I use a company called Alloy. It's all virtual. It's so easy to sign up and you get hooked up with a doctor, and I'll go ahead and link, I think it's called My Alloy. So I'll link My Alloy down below. I'll also link Quay, actually Key, it's pronounced Key. Those are the blue blockers, my sunglasses, my prescription glasses, all that stuff. I'll link that down below. So if you are a woman of a certain age and you're not sleeping well, there's a good chance it's due to just fluctuations in your hormones. So go get them checked out or reach out to My Alloy, and you just fill out a brief questionnaire and they hook you up with a doctor, and it's easy peasy. So check it out. All right, number 2 is protein. If you've been on this channel for a while, you know that I eat a ton of protein. And as we get older, we need about 50% more protein than what we were used to when we were younger. And why is it so important as we get older? Because women lose 3 to 5% of their muscle mass per decade. I know that may not seem like a lot right now, but trust me, it is, and it will add up. And by the age of 60, that number can significantly increase. And most adults just don't get enough protein in their daily diets to protect that muscle mass. Many of you guys know that I'm not a huge fan of calorie counting. I don't recommend it for my clients. But one thing I do recommend, especially in the very beginning when you up your protein, is to keep track of the grams of protein that you take in on a daily basis. It's between the ages of 40 and 50 for most women when sarcopenia starts to set in. And what is sarcopenia? Well, that is the loss of muscle mass. So what will happen if you don't take in enough protein? Well, your body will start to break down that muscle mass that you have worked so hard to get. So how much does your body need of protein? Well, it all depends on the person and how much they weigh, and do you work out? Do you strength train? How much protein are you getting right now? So there's a lot of factors that play into it. So without doing a bunch of calculations, I keep it really simple, and I eat my body weight in grams of protein. Keep in mind, I do exercise, I strength train, I use heavy weights, but even if you don't exercise, a good rule of thumb is 30 grams of protein with each meal, including your snacks. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, and one snack. And that gets you to 120 grams of protein a day. And if you need ideas for protein, I will link up above a video that I made on how I eat my body weight in grams of protein every single day. Another thing to keep in mind is that the RDA suggests a very small amount of protein. I think it's only between like 50 and 60 grams, but so many doctors have now come forward and said the importance of getting double that amount of protein as you get older is really, really important. So those RDA suggestions, they do not take into account muscle loss or age. So go ahead and get double that and you'll be good to go. So I know you're gonna start that today. You can do it, 30 grams of protein with each meal, or eat your body weight in grams of protein. Your body will thank you for it and you will notice a huge difference. And if you're on a weight loss journey, instead of counting those calories, count the grams of protein, and what you'll find is that if you eat that much protein, it does not leave a lot of room for anything else. I can't even tell you the last time I had like pasta or rice or anything like that. Okay, number 3, something I do every single day to stay healthy and fit at 55 is I stretch every single day. I used to do a lot of yoga classes. I don't do that anymore, not for any reason except I use the gym here in my building, and with school and work, I just have trouble finding the time, even though I would love to get to a yoga class sometime soon. But instead, I just get on the floor and I will watch TV and stretch, but my stretching is usually about a half hour every single day. Nope, do not miss a day. All right, fun fact, I do not make New Year's resolutions very often, but there have been 2 in my life that I have made and really stuck with them. And one was, I mean, geez, this has to be like 15 or 20 years ago. I made the resolution to just stretch 10 minutes every single day. And yeah, maybe every now and then I miss a day, but for the most part, I stretch every single day, and it's long. It ends up being longer than 10 minutes. I always tell myself just 10 minutes, but then it feels so good. I just keep going. And then the other one was to take better care of my feet. And that's another thing that I have done. I get regular pedicures, and I just like when my feet look and feel really good. One of the things I love about stretching, and really anything in regards to health and fitness, is you're never too old to start. Yes, as you get older, there's certain activities that might not be recommended, but stretching is not one of them. You can stretch every single day for the rest of your life. And just another thing that happens as we get older is our flexibility decreases. So one of the things that stretching can do is it can help increase your flexibility, but it can also decrease your chance of injury risk. But it also improves your posture, it lowers your stress levels, and it just feels really, really good. Stretching will also help offset the decrease in mobility that usually comes with aging. And it also increases your range of motion. Now, is that the same as flexibility? No, because range of motion happens at the joint. And that full range of motion through the joint will help give you that freedom of movement. You do not want to be the old person who can't get up and down off the floor. No, you do not. So there are 2 types of stretching, and I will link some videos down below, but there's dynamic stretching and there's also static stretching. And stretching can also help with your circulation, because what it does is it increases the blood flow to the muscles as you're stretching. And this can shorten your recovery time and reduces muscle soreness. So I mentioned that it can help improve posture, and this is actually one of my favorite benefits of stretching. All right, you guys have seen it. As we get older, the body starts to just slump over, causing a curve in the spine, and eventually that curve doesn't go away. And we're seeing this happen earlier and earlier. Do you know why? I bet you do. Yeah, all the tech. It's called tech neck, but it also can give you really poor posture. So stretching out that back, and anytime you can elongate the spine, it's going to help improve your posture. It's really just muscle imbalances that cause the poor posture, so just keep those muscles strong and keep them flexible. By the way, if you have any sort of back pain, stretching can make all the difference. I'm actually going to link another video down below about posture and how you can improve it. Okay, number 4, moving on. Something I do every single day to improve my health and fitness is I drink a ton of water. Pardon me while I take a sip of my water. This is what I drink all day long with my green tea. So I'm usually, when this is too hot to drink, I'm drinking water. And when I'm getting bored with water, I'm drinking my tea. And both will help keep you super hydrated. Cheers! Drinking plenty of water is absolutely essential for keeping your body functioning properly. There's so many things in your body that water does besides just quenching your thirst. It regulates your body temperature. It helps keep your eyes and your nose and your mouth from drying out. It protects body organs and tissues. It brings oxygen to the cells. It lubricates joints. It takes the burden off the liver and the kidneys by flushing out any waste products. And I bet you didn't know this, it dissolves vitamins and minerals to make them more accessible for your body. Every single day, you lose 8 to 10 cups of water through breathing, perspiration, and when you go pee. In general, most men need about 12 cups of water per day, and the bare minimum for women is 9 cups a day. But if you exercise and perspire, you're going to need more. Simple as that. Some of the factors that contribute to needing more water would be exercise, hot weather, high altitude, alcohol consumption, caffeine consumption, and if you have a high fiber diet, you're going to need extra water. So how do you know if you're taking in enough water? It's simple. When you go to pee, check out the color. If it's bright yellow or orange, you are not taking in enough. It should be a light yellow or clear. So maybe the color of lemonade or running clear, my friend. But like most things, proper hydration can vary from person to person. So I drink about a gallon of water a day. So I'll fill it up in the morning and drink it until I go to bed. Well, I usually stop about an hour before bedtime so that I don't have to wake up in the middle of the night to go pee. But yeah, it's a lot of water. And before I put anything in my body, I will drink 2 of these down before I even get out of bed, actually. And that makes such a huge difference. Because as soon as you wake up in the morning, you want to start hydrating. Now, one of my water bottles throughout the day, I add some different things to it. Some electrolytes, some creatine, some other things. I call it my liquid longevity. I will link that down below as well. Check it out. So besides my plain water, my green tea, my liquid longevity, I also do a green juice to kick off my morning. And so I use a big glass of water for that. I will link a new green juice that I found that is a total dupe for AG1 Athletic Greens. It's half the price. I did a whole video on it last week. I'll link it down below. You gotta check it out. All right, so water, hydrate. So very important. And another video I did is on everything I drink in a day. So I'll link that down below as well. All right, my final thing that I do every single day is I walk. I walk with this little one, and this is why she's always so tired, because she gets so many steps. Now that we live in the city, we go to Central Park every morning. They have off leash until 9 o'clock, and she runs all over that park. It's so awesome. But I do live many blocks from Central Park, so it takes us about 35 minutes to get there, 35 minutes to get home, and that doesn't include all the walking while we're in the park. So yeah, I walk every single day, rain or shine or snow. I used to do the typical 10,000 steps, but now after moving to New York City, I get somewhere between 12,000 and 15,000 steps a day. It's a lot of walking, and I love it, and so does my body. And walking is a little bit on the newer side for me, because Before walking, I owned a spin studio and I used to love to run half marathons. So I was a big runner, big spinner, just an all-around cardio queen. And since incorporating walking and kind of taking away all the other stuff, my body feels stronger than it ever has before. As we get older, too much cardio is not a good thing, especially high intensity, high impact cardio. So one of the biggest benefits of walking for like perimenopausal or menopausal or postmenopausal women is walking can help lower cortisol levels. That's the stress hormone. And the stress hormone cortisol is good for your body. Your body needs it, but we want to keep it as low as possible. And with any type of high impact or high intensity exercise, your cortisol levels are going to go up. So if you are strength training using heavy weights, and we know that will raise cortisol levels a little bit, going for a walk afterwards can help bring the cortisol levels back down. And what's one of the main reasons women of a certain age do not want high cortisol? Well, it will increase the belly fat. That is a result of high cortisol levels and hormones just fluctuating. And the other thing that walking can do after a meal is it can help increase the chances of your body being insulin sensitive, not insulin resistant. And most people don't know the difference. That's another video I'm gonna link down below. This is really, really important, especially if you are on a weight loss journey. Check it out. So for my clients that are on a weight loss journey, I specifically like to say fat loss journey, oh, there goes my air conditioner, I hope it doesn't bug you too much, is go for a 10-minute walk after every single meal. It will, one, help lower cortisol levels and help keep your body insulin sensitive. And these are key components to fat loss that people just forget about. So what exactly is happening after a meal when you go for a walk? Well, it's helping to lower your blood sugar levels. One of the other things I love about walking is it can actually help reduce pain. So a lot of times when people have a really hard workout and their body's a little bit sore, they just want to plop themselves down on the couch and do nothing. That's actually the worst thing you can do. Best thing you can do is go out for a walk. It's called active rest. Oh, there's my water boiling. Time for more tea. So getting blood flow to those muscles is the best thing to do when you're really, really sore and you have all those tiny little minute muscle tears. Yes, that's what happens. It's not that lactic acid buildup. That happens during the workout, and your body metabolizes that and gets it out of your system usually within about a half hour after your workout. So the next day, don't say, oh, I have lactic acid buildup. You don't. It's the tiny little muscle tears. But for those to help repair themselves, one of the best things you can do is go out for a walk and then do some light stretching. And possibly one of, whoops, I almost knocked over my ring light. Possibly one of the biggest benefits to walking is it can really improve your mental health. So if you're just having one of those down days, go out for a walk no matter what the weather is, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna come home feeling better. I doubt you are ever gonna come home from a walk and say, I really wish I didn't go for that walk today. It's like exercise. Nobody regrets doing the exercise. They always feel better. Well, as long as there's no injury involved. So go out for a walk, you will feel better, and you will know that you're doing something wonderful for your mental health. So go out for a walk, release those endorphins, and lower your stress. And bonus, you can burn some calories. And if you want to add something to what is already a regular walking program for you, try incorporating a weighted vest. There's another video I will link down below, and check that one out because the weighted vest has definitely changed the game for me. All right, this video was really, really fun for me to make, and I know I only gave you 5, but I could easily give you a lot more. Do you want another 5? Because I can give you another 5. next week. I'd love to hear from you. Please, if you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, ring that notification bell so you're the first to know when my next video drops. My name's Regan. This is Boom 50 Fitness, your new BFF. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time I see you. Bye.